In this video, I'm going to show you the most profitable YouTube ad that I run for not only myself, but for my private students and my agency clients. And it only costs $2 a day to run. So in this video, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you what that ad looks like, why I run it in a few different ways, but I'm also going to open up Google Ads and I'm going to actually show you how I actually place that ad. I'm going to go over the two different scripts that I've been using, and you're going to actually see me place the ad. So after this video, you are going to be able to literally implement this same $2 ad if you have all of the right pieces in place. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. But for those of you guys who don't know, my name is Laurel Portier, and I'm the owner of adcoachingfor7.com, where I have now helped over 3,500 coaches, consultants, and service providers launch their very first ad on a budget that works for their business. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to implement the most profitable YouTube ad for myself and for my agency clients, and it only costs $2 a day. So we are going to get right into it, okay? Because some of you guys are going to be ready to launch this ad, and some of you guys are going to be able to launch it in the next 30 days. And so let me explain why, okay? So the funnel that I work with the most when it comes to my agency clients is a mini webinar funnel. Now, this works for challenges. This works for pretty much any type of opt-in where people are being sent to an application page or a webinar. And I'm going to show you guys two different ways, because even if you don't have a high ticket product, this will work for you. Okay. So bear with me here. I'm going to go over a couple of different scenarios. Okay. So we have our opt-in page, right? So we're sending cold traffic to this opt-in page for people to watch this video. Now, whether you have a VSL, whether you have a webinar, whether you have a challenge or whatever, I'm going to show you why we can do this a couple of different ways. But the main thing that I want you to know is that we are going to be retargeting people who have either hit the application page or have watched this video. I'm going to go over my scenario first, okay? So whenever I am running my mini webinar for my Lean on Laurel program, I don't use an opt-in page. I only run the ads straight to a splash page that has my webinar on it, okay? I'm a very simple person. I'm not very technical. And what I do is I get people to watch this video. They click on this button, and then it takes them straight to my Calendly, okay? So my Calendly is not pixeled. Okay, so what I'm going to actually do is, because I use a YouTube video right here, I am able to actually retarget people on YouTube who have watched this video. Okay, now there's a perk to that, right? Because a lot of you guys are asking right now, well, Laurel, why don't you just use, the Google site tag and retarget everyone who has visited that splash page like you would do for Facebook ads? Well, the reason that I like using the YouTube video is because I can actually target people who have actually watched the video. Now, remember, if you are using a webinar, challenge, or VSL funnel, only 40% of people who make it to past the opt-in are going to actually watch the video. Okay. And we'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later in this video. But what I want to do is I want to retarget the people who have watched the YouTube video, because as you're going to see in the script that I'm about to show you, I actually reference them having already watched this video. Now, scenario number two, the one that I use for my agency clients, okay, is because their mini webinars go to an application page. And so in their scenario, I'm retargeting people who have hit the application page but have not applied, okay? And we're only running these for $2 a day, okay? Now, this YouTube ad right here out the gate is typically the most profitable right out the gate as soon as I launch it. And that's one of the ads that are part of the ecosystem that I teach inside the Lean on Laurel program, because remember, there's going to be people, like 90% of people who hit this page aren't going to opt in. And so we have the hot 7. 40% of those people who opt in are not going to ever watch this webinar. And so we have the fire for sequence. That's all part of the ecosystem that I teach in Lean on Laurel. I'm not going to get into it, but right now I want you to know that there are two different ways that you can utilize this YouTube ad. You can utilize it by the people who have watched your webinar. A lot of times people don't like to use YouTube videos as an embed because they're ugly. I don't care about things being ugly. I like the data. I like being able to have the ability to retarget those people. And so that's why most of the people who are running, like my agency clients, most of them don't use YouTube. They use Vimeo and they use Webinar Jam and all of that fun stuff. So that's why we like to target the people who have actually hit the application page. They're much hotter, right? So just know that scenario 2, the audience is going to be much hotter. But let me actually log in here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you the 2 different scripts. Okay. So this one is scenario number 2. So we try to keep it 60 seconds, shot horizontally, meaning, you know, the long ways across. And so these are for people who have hit the application page. Okay. So for instance, we would say something like, hey, it's Trevor. I saw that you almost booked a call with me. I get it. You're skeptical. You probably think this is just going to be a high pressure sales call to enroll you into some high priced program. I promise you this will be different. And you'll walk away with a roadmap that you can follow on your own so that you can finally do blank, right? We want to say, what are they going to walk away with? What is the promise of that phone call? To be totally transparent, we will also talk about working together if this call is a good fit. But first, I need you to get a feel of where you are and how, and help you figure out what you need to move forward so you can finally promise a value, right? So click the button below and let's talk about your strategy on a free call, okay? And so what I do is I will link this to their scheduler, okay? So that's scenario number 2. And don't worry, I'm going to link this script in the video description so that you guys have access to it, okay? So scenario number 1, mine, right? So I am retargeting people who have watched my webinar, okay, on YouTube, okay? Because I've embedded this YouTube video, okay? So I would say something like, hey, it's Laurel. I saw you watched my training on the $500 a month video funnel. And by now you know how powerful it can be for booking calls on a low budget. But I get it. Setting up all those ads can be intimidating. So I'd like to invite you to my exclusive Lean on Laurel program, where I will help you write, launch, and optimize those ads one by one. Plus, you'll get access to 14 coaching calls a month with me to ensure you're getting results without wasting any more money on ads. It's a very small group and all calls are with me. I won't ever hand you off to another coach. Click the link below and you'll be taken to a page that has a video that walks you through the program, and you'll be able to schedule a call with me to see if it's a right fit. See you on the inside. So I already have that video shot, but I wanted you guys to see what the actual script looks like, okay? So here I'm inviting them to go to a page that has a video that they can watch to join my Lean on Laurel program. But notice, right, I am hitting that, hey, I saw that you watched my training on the $500 a month video funnel. How do I know that? Because I'm creating an audience, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that here in a minute on Google Ads. But I know that because I'm going to create an audience of people who watch this, whereas these people, notice that the trigger is, I saw that you almost booked a call with me. That's because they hit the application page. So they actually clicked the button to apply, landed on the application page, but did not apply, okay? So follow me here. So I have the video already shot here. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the link to this because you need to have your video uploaded on YouTube. And what the first thing that I'm going to do is I need to go and create an audience of people who watched that video. So I'm going to go to the audience manager. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this plus sign and I'm going to go to YouTube users. And I am actually going to view certain videos. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just type in $500 funnel. There we go. You can see it's got 1,000.
Attention network marketers.
Yeah, we can, it's got 1,898 views. So we can definitely retarget. You'll need at least 1,000 people in that audience to be able to retarget. So that's there. So one selected. And so I'm going to say viewed $500 a month video funnel video. And I'm going to pre-fill it for the last 30 days. And I'm going to make them stay in this audience for 365. And I'm going to save. And then that audience is now populating. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Google Ads and I'm going to hit new campaign, and I'm going to create a campaign without a guidance. I am going to do video, and I am going to do a custom video campaign. And my campaign name is going to be retargeting to Lean on Laurel from, actually, I'm just going to do retargeting from Lean on Laurel because I might do page visits later. So I'm just going to name my campaign retargeting to, and I'm going to do daily $2 a day. I'm going to do all countries and territories because it doesn't really matter. My ad group is going to be viewed $500 a day video funnel. And my audience segment, I'm going to do the people who watched my video. So I'm going to do, let's let this load. I'm not going to change anything about the demographics because I am retargeting. So let's see, I'm going to type in viewed, see if it comes up. Viewed 500. Let's see if it comes up. Got to just keep search viewed. Sometimes Facebook, YouTube is wonky. Viewed $500. Let's see. Let's see if it's listed here yet. Sometimes YouTube is wonky and it does this a little bit, and you have to kind of go in and searching because you can see it has all my other stuff. So let's just viewed. There we go. See, sometimes it's just wonky. So sometimes you have to keep, so viewed $500 a month video funnel. I'm not going to do keywords. I'm going to put my YouTube video here. In feed video, you could do skippable in stream. I'll do skippable in stream, and we'll do ads with laurel.com/mentorship. So I'll actually show you guys what this page looks like. So I'm sending them to a splash page that goes actually to my Calendly. So I'm sending them to this page because they've watched the video. But if they want to learn more about my program, they're going to watch this video. It's going to walk them through my program. This is 13 minutes long. I literally show them everything that's in my program, what they're going to get, how the 14, calls a month work. And then I have everything, get the agency experience without the agency price, get a one-on-one strategy call, my funnel system, daily Q&A with me, strategy update calls. They're going to see how all those 14 calls a month, they'll see that they get personal ad audits. And then if they click this, see what I was telling you guys, it goes straight into my Calendly. Oops, I need to get some more dates on my calendar. Geez, people are snagging these up fast. Okay, so back to the campaign. So I'm going to take them there. So you guys can see here that it's already loaded. You could have a call to action, so you can see, learn more, headline, join Lean on, let's see. This is the hardest part, is picking this little 15 character headline. So learn more, because you can see as I'm typing, it changes where this is. Want my help. There we go. Want my help. That works. And then you can actually, like, if you wanted to, you could upload its own image, CPM, cost per view. I don't care. I usually do like 25 cents because it's retargeting. I'm willing to pay like whatever. And then I would hit create campaign here. Okay, and then we would be done. Now I've already actually created that campaign, so I'm actually not going to hit create campaign, but that's essentially it. That's all you do. So if I were to, now remember, this is scenario number 1 where I am retargeting people who have viewed this this funnel, but you would do it the same way if if you wanted to target someone who's hit that application page, you'd go back here. You'd go to audience manager. We'll leave that page because I've already placed that ad. And so we would hit, we would do website visitors instead of YouTube users. So we'd go to website visitors and viewed application page. And we'll just pretend that this is, my application page. And what we would do is we could do visitors of the page, people who didn't use, people who visited specific dates. I would just do visitors of a page, match any group rule, page URL contains. My whole URL is adswithlaurel/mentorship. So what I could do is I could just do /mentorship, and I could just contains/mentorship. You could do equals. In that case, we would do like the whole Ads with Laurel. We would do the whole thing. So, I mean, it's pretty explanatory, right? So you could do it any other way, but that's how you would make those audiences so that you could execute this ad. Like one of my clients, like this was the first ad that we placed, and she booked an additional 11 calls within that first week of us implementing this. And so this is super powerful because remember, these are people who are already watching your videos. You can even do this for anyone who's watched any video on your channel. This is how I keep getting my face in front of you guys. A lot of you guys think that I'm on social media all the time. It's not. It's because I just love utilizing the retargeting. And like I said, I do it for $2 a day. I'd like to say that I'm the queen of $2 and $5 ads, right? So anyway, that is how you do that. Now, if you guys want my help, you can see that I went through my Lean on Laurel program a couple of times during this video. It's basically me being your ads consultant over the next several weeks. It is $1,000 a month. We have 14 calls a month. I help you write and optimize and launch those ads. I have your ads manager inside my ads manager, so I can help you keep an eye on ads. It is a very high touch mentorship program where I will literally be your ads consultant, and you'll know exactly what type of content to shoot. You'll know exactly what's not working, what's working. I will be your guide, and we will help you go from not having ads converting to getting your ads to converting, and also implementing this entire ecosystem. Because remember, there are people who are hitting certain pages in your funnel, and you're not doing anything about it. Those are what we call black holes. There's a black hole here, there's a black hole here. That's why we have the hot 7 that hits that application page. We've got the fire 4, which, by the way, includes some of these $2 a day ads across multiple platforms. And so we don't want to just put all our eggs in one basket, right? And so that's why you can utilize Facebook for top of funnel traffic, and then utilize multiple platforms for retargeting and stay in front of your audience at all times, so that when, Facebook, goes down or whatever, you aren't freaking out. Like, we will have you covered. And that's exactly what we cover in the Lean on Laurel program. It's not just about Facebook ads. It's about optimizing the entire funnel. Because what most of you guys are going to figure out is that you don't have a funnel problem. I mean, you don't have an ads problem. You have a funnel problem. You have a retargeting problem. You're not retargeting. And so if you would like to apply for my Lean on Laurel program, go to adswithlaurel.com/mentorship. I'm going to link it at the bottom of this YouTube video. And I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Hope you got a lot of value. Smash that like button. Leave me a comment, whether you loved this video, whether you hated it.